Yes, you've read that title correctly. And no, this is not an April Fool's joke. I have legitimately quit Mountain Dew Baja Blast. For 1 month. Hey, Wolfter97 here, YouTuber, video editor, and Mountain Dew Baja Blast addict, which I guess now with this video coming out can be contested, but we'll get to that when we do. So yes, it's true, I have stopped drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast for 1 month. And there are a multitude of reasons for that, and I'm pretty sure you're thinking, no matter what you said at the beginning, this has to be fake, but it's the truth. And I actually have video footage of the last moment I drank Mountain Dew Baja Blast, which was February 28th. And it was with this 2-liter bottle right here, which I found just by happenstance at Walmart. Please excuse the aspect ratio. I don't really know what I was going with that, but now, since it's in that aspect ratio, the rest of this video has to be in that as well, just for consistency's sake. So, Wolf, why did you stop drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Literally quitting that is pretty much brand suicide at this point, since you associate yourself with it so much. Every single video, every single stream, every single breath that leaves your mouth is motivated or fueled by Baja Blast in some way, shape, or form. Now, first of all, I gotta say that is quite the exaggeration right there. It's only fueled 73% of my work, okay? And second of all, I have reasons. Now, whether you enjoy those reasons or not, that's to be determined. Now, the first reason I have, and probably the lamest and weakest reason, and the one that most people are going to be disappointed by, is that I just felt like it. So as you probably picked up when I was showing you that footage, the last drop of Baja Blast that landed on this tongue of mine was on the 28th of February, which is the last day of the month. And so I just thought, that's pretty coincidental. This happens to be the last little bit of Baja Blast that I have. And it also happens to be the last day of the month. There's got to be some sort of spiritual manipulation from the higher-ups up here, if you know what I'm saying. And so with that, I just thought this would be the perfect excuse to just stop drinking it. And just to see if I could do it. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of had a feeling that I'd be able to pull this off. I wouldn't say that I really have a addictive personality. I feel like I know when to stop myself from like doing something whenever I want, whether it be good or bad. So, there's something in my mouth. I was eating like a bunch of popcorn earlier, so yeah, I think that's what it was. So to me, this outcome was not really truly a surprise to me, but I'm sure to everyone watching this, it's pretty much the apocalypse at this point. And so the second reason, and I sort of kind of alluded to this at the start of the video, was for April Fool's Day. Since it was the end of February, the 28th, and if I were to do this for a whole month, this would all line up perfectly to land on April 1st, which is today when I'm filming this, April Fool's Day. April Fools. And so, of course, all of this was flowing through my head, and it just gave me the perfect idea of how to prank people on my YouTube channel. And I thought it would be perfect because I don't usually do April Fool's videos on here. I think I used to do them back then, but as of late, I kind of just ignored the holiday. I pretty much just thought like, everyone else is getting pranked on the internet. Do I really need to be a part of that and make everyone hate me? I don't want to announce like a Silly Billy series or something and then have everyone be excited, like all the 12-year-olds be excited, and then just pull the rug from under them. But something like this, something pretty innocuous and something that only involves me, I thought would fit perfectly. I have to say, that's probably the strongest reason. But I think what should actually be the strongest reason is the third reason that I have. The third and final reason. And that is, I wanted to try and cut down on my intake of soda. Now, I'm pretty sure whether you know me through the internet or through real life, you probably know that I consume soda quite regularly. At least up until the 28th of February, I drank it pretty much almost every day. There were a few instances where I may have forgotten or just something was happening, but for the most part, I would drink Baja Blast every day. And it would be upwards to around 2, sometimes 3 cans a day. As the days went on, as I would drink can after can after can, that, this can't be healthy. And so I thought that doing this would be a great way to motivate myself to try and cut down on drinking soft drinks. Especially soft drinks like this, Mountain Dew Baja Blast, which are filled with so much sugar that no person, young, old, or healthy, or otherwise, should drink. So I thought this would work, and I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately, that didn't really hold true. I tried to cut down on my soda. There was still quite a lot of soda around me that, I had to drink because it was getting to that point where the soda was gonna expire, and I didn't really want it to go to waste because I'm not a real big fan when it comes to food waste. It just makes me very sad knowing that bakeries or restaurants or whatever throw out their food. And I try to consume everything that's in the fridge before it expires. And when it does expire, I just feel terrible. It's just like, this could have went and nourished my body, but instead it's nourishing the trash can now. I originally wanted to make this like quitting Baja Blast and quitting soda, so that way, I could kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, I was unfortunately not able to, accomplish both tasks successfully. But I will say, during this whole month, I did kind of notice that I wasn't drinking soda as much, since it wasn't around as often, since I wasn't buying the 36 pack of Mountain Dew Baja Blast that I usually get from Sam's Club. I just didn't have that much, to just consume any soda, Baja Blast or not. So, in a way, I did sort of kind of taper my intake, but not as much as I was hoping to. I was not able to completely eliminate it from my life for the past month. And, with that, I do kind of feel like I failed this challenge, but, just 1 out of 2, I guess, is good enough, right? For me, honestly, with the Baja Blast especially, that's cause for celebration right here. Now, with the high soda intake, cutting down on that is good, for keeping your health up and just, helping you lose weight and stuff. I've heard many stories of people just cutting out soft drinks entirely and just pretty much turning into like an entirely different person, just like shape shifting over the course of like 6 months. And that's something that I did want to try and do. I'm not dying to be skinny or anything, but it does help to keep you healthier. Now, I do have other factors as to why I included health for the sake of stopping my Baja Blast intake, but I think it might be a bit too heavy of a talk for a video like this, which is like wacky, ooh, I stopped drinking Baja Blast and stuff. So I'm not going to divulge that because I want to try and keep the tone light, and it's April Fool's, and, we should be having some fun. So, hey, why don't we kick me while I'm down? Let's just get back into it, okay? So, without my knowledge, I have somehow come into possession of a bottle of Mountain Dew Baja Blast in a 20-ounce bottle right here. Very pretty, very beautiful. Look at those colors. God, you're so sexy. So, hey, why don't we celebrate the 31 days that I suffered through, quote unquote, and crack open a bottle with the boys. So, here we go. Oh, let me get it close so that way you can hear that. Oh my God. Daddy like that. I'm taking the cap off. Ooh, there we go. Sometimes I like to eat out the inside of the cap, but right now, I don't think I'm going to do that because I would not want that to be my first exposure to this soda in over a month. So we're just going to take it straight from the source right here. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, wow. Ooh. Has Mountain Dew Baja Blast always been this spicy? The way it went down my throat, it was so sharp. Oh, it feels like pins and needles just like being shoved down there. That might have to do with me not drinking soda in like the past 9 hours or something. But, oh, God, that was a, what am I going to put the cap on for? I'm going to drink some. Oh, no, the second one is just as bad. Oh, it tastes good, but yeah, it is just physically pretty sharp on the throat at the moment. And I think that might have to do with the fact that, you know, I haven't indulged in this in quite a while. So maybe my body's not used to it, or it's like trying to fight back against it. It's like one of those, like, how should I say, like a germ that like travels into your body and then tries to just like ruin your life from top to bottom. And then your body's like, we have no germ policy in here. Initiate fever in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, as you probably saw, I'm definitely not going to continue with this this expulsion of the soda from my life. But I would like to try and make an honest effort to try and lower the intake. Of course, I'm still going to be drinking Baja Blast, but I'd like to drink it considerably less than I was beforehand. And hopefully this singular bottle right here, this is the only thing I have right now, hopefully this could be the pathway to it. Because I, for one, am way too lazy, and I still have to edit this video to get it out in time for April Fool's Day. So I'm not going out and getting any Baja Blast today. But yeah, just wanted to share some funnies with you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for scaring everybody. No, don't worry. I'm still the same Wolf397 I've always been. I hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, morning, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. I hope it's a good one, and I'll see you later. I hope you have a great April Fool's Day. Try not to fall for anything stupid. And yeah, at least after today, we actually have something cool that we can look forward to, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Man, that is something that I'm very excited for. New consoles! New consoles! It's been how long? Okay. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Turn off the camera.